Okay. Hello, everybody. I do actually exist. Yo, it's me, InuYasha 86,000. I gotta tell you, it's kind of strange being live streaming it again. As you can tell, my words don't want a word. So, y'all been probably wondering, where the fuck have I been? Why have I been gone so long? Well, I guess there's no easy way to put it, but just pure mental, probably burnout too. I mean, admittedly, I never did do much streaming, but like in the background behind the streams, there's a bunch of crap going on in my life, as well as just general stuff with my friends too online. Like, there were other projects we were trying to get going off the ground, and they just kind of nosedived. And a bunch of us have got new jobs. I've still got my old job. Like, it's my job ain't going away. In fact, actually, I just got I got what's called a Class 3 license. I can actually drive bigger trucks than I could at my work, so we'll see how that goes. Um, I injured myself almost a month ago. My left hand. I still have it. I can still feel it, but I almost made it look just like my Abby. I'll just leave it at that. So, back to the task. Why did I disappear? Like I said, mostly I'm going to be frank with it, mostly mental stuff, emotional stuff. Me and my friends were trying to do like a podcast thing. We're trying to do our own kind of podcast thing on weekends. And that was the What the Flock, Cookies and Streams. But we're all in different time zones. I'm in the Western time zone. My buddy Axe is in the Eastern time zone. My buddy Ujabu, he's in Germany. Our friend Tass, they're in Australia. Everybody's in a different time zone. And finding a time to be able to link up was so hard. Like, that's why in like the few episodes we did where I was there, basically I'm just looking like I'm out of it. I'm just like, it's because I'm so bloody tired, and I felt so crappy about it. And then communities that we were part of, they were doing community events, and like it was always on Saturdays, and this was the day that we'd planned, and like it felt overwhelming, to say the least. It felt overwhelming. And I felt bad because it was taking a mental toll on me. I felt like I wasn't doing enough, like I couldn't kick myself in the ass enough. And I slowly kind of faded off into the shadows. I've done little like bits of work here and there behind the scenes, like here in my world. Like I actually made the Cookie Tin Studios in my world. In fact, give me a second and I'll show you guys. Sorry, I have to summon the camera back. Holy crap. Okay, it's right in my face. That's cool. That's cool. We can work with this. We can work with this. Okay. No. Back. Back. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, that works. Okay. I have forgotten how to do this. This is ridiculous. I feel so noobish right now. Okay. So, okay, we're good. Okay. All right, so, boom. We are in the studio. Give me a second here. I gotta turn around. So you're gonna be looking at my ass. I'm sorry. I know it's kind of, cute little ass, but whatever. Anyways, so, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all types, this is Cookie Tin Studios. This was our podcasting studio that I've been trying to build and help. Hey Moo, hey Rika. Don't mind me, just kind of doing a little random update thing. So basically, so I've been helping to make the studio. So, because we wanted it Quest compatible. And so here we've got like the table with chairs. Hey there, Axe. And like we've got the video player going on. We've got the guest chair. And yes, you can actually sit in them. They do actually, they have a seat. Got, Shrimpy here for, we all know who the hell that's for, right? So we've got that. We've got the control panel that actually operates most things here. Like we've got our lights here. We've got emotional support. Let me put it to you this way, Moo. We have a little Sharky that will run away with that. That is Sharky's. So I've got cameras. I got our stand-ins. These are all toggles that I've set up, that I managed to set up. If we go up here, upstairs, sorry you're clipping through the walls where I got my camera. We've got kind of like a lounge set up here for people if they want to watch. Like if we were actually filming, we've got an actual like screen up here. Like it's hard to see. Hold on, let me better the angle here. There we go. So this TV right here, right here, it actually will show like camera shots. Like we also have we've got a control room that I built. It's actually right here. This is kind of I guess you could say the meat and potatoes. For being a work in progress in VR, it looked... Thank you, Moo. Thank you, Moo. It's never gonna be, like, fully set up, if you know what I mean. But, like... Okay, so... For a second, I'm just gonna switch back so you guys can see through my eyes. So... I apologize right now. I know it's kind of skimpy here, but here's some behind the scenes for you. So, here's our live feed screen. Here's what would be previews. We've got our mobile camera here. There's always improvements. Yeah. So let's say you want to go to the video player screen. Boom. There it is. And if we go out here, you'll see an orb. Now, I warn you, you can put your camera in here and you actually get the view. Watch. So that's my head in there, but you get the idea. Basically, your camera shows what that view is. Now, yes. Now, for testing purposes, I'm only going to turn on a couple of cameras because, and yes, the little red lights work. I made that work myself. If you put on all the cameras, your FPS goes down like a shit. So, we come out here. And here you get an idea of what the control room looks like now. So you've got your Axe Cam, your Inu Cam, your Ujabu, TAS, Guest Cam, Main Cam, Tower Cam. Now Mobile Cam I've got live right now, which, as you can see, we can see. And all I gotta do, this would be the live feed. Boom. So now we're on the mobile camera. Same exact feed. Say we want to open the podcast. We go to Tower Shot. Open Shot. Main cam, we got the main shot of the studio. We want the guest face view. We want my view, Axe, Ujabu, TAS, that sort of thing. It's all controlled in here. And... Hey, Foxo. Getting impressive. Yes, it is. So here's the main camera, and I'll use this as an example. So we go through here. We go up the stairs. And as you can see, there's the screen. And that is live feed of the recording. So you sit up here, you chill, have a soda, have a pop. The functionality is yes. And just to double confirm with you, let's go to the orb. Once again, there's the view right there. It does look kind of fucked up with the video player because that's like a null zone. It's because the image doesn't stretch, but you get the idea. You basically get the idea. And there we go. Now we're back to camera. Fucking heck, what's the prompt? I think it's exclamation point shout out. Or / shout out. I don't remember. But yes, that's the basic idea of hey, easy. So that's basically the functionality of the studio. So, oh yeah, I had to make sure. Now, unfortunately, this is the only picture I had of all of us. And unfortunately, you can't see the words here because the words are listed on our UI. I have to change that. But it says up here, what you don't see, founding members, Axe, Ujabu, Inu, and TAS. And it's basically... This is my little kind of... owed to the group, even though it's been months since we've been able to even do a stream. And it's just, yeah, it's been a time. Like I said, everything just kind of went for a shit. And I'm just turning off the cameras to save FPS here. But like, we all ended up having things to do, and different time zones didn't help. Like, we tried to do a revival, and just shit broke in that moment, and I felt like crap, and at that point I called it off, but the others managed to pull through with it. But I couldn't. Life has just been shit on my end, just mentally draining and everything. Like I said, I've been trying to kind of keep things going, but a lot of shit behind the scenes have been going on. A lot. But I mean, I'm trying. Let's see here. Where are we going next? Yes, I still got my multi-jump. And yes, for a while, I didn't have the cars. But as you can see, they're back. They're a mess. They're fucked up, but I'm trying. Trying to get them working. It's great to see you. Life does tend to absolutely destroy all plans. Finally found the... Yes, Moo. It's been nuts. Like, I've even, like... let me put it to you this way. I've actually done work to my avatar. You can see I've got glasses on. And actually, you know, since this is, you know, kind of a formal thing, let's look the part. Yes, I put a suit on this bitch. But yeah, so yeah, I've been working on just the different things in the world and trying to get them functional, and people are still having problems with FPS, but I mean, I'm working on it. Actually, here. There, I'll turn this way. There. Now at least I can actually, you know, talk to the camera. This is how out of it I've been. But yes, so here, let's go back to spawn. Even spawn point got a little bit of a change. So if you look behind me, everything's actually on a wall now. Like, you've got all that. Sorry, you've got all the Excuse me while I flip my fucking camera to make this easier. Okay. As you can see, here's the teleport buttons. They all go to different places. Like, we've got Westbridge, shooting range. We have a bingo hall now. One that a certain wolf likes to take naps in. Anyways, soccer field, pool, drive-in theater, the club, as we all know, the studio, where we just came from, the campfire, and Eastbridge. Yeah, you know what I mean, Axe. So, to continue on, normal, you know, informational board, as things go. And then here is your main controls. You got your player pickup. So that enables you to pick people up and people to pick you up as well. So if you turn this off like that, guess what? You can't pick people up. People cannot pick you up. Say you come in here, you want to find someone, show players. You can click on them and teleport straight to them. It's a nice little thing. Unless they decide to be a dick and they want to be hidden. Not complaining. I understand where people come from. And then, open flight. Lovely little thing that if you're a bird type like me and a volley, auto activates your flight. You can turn it off if you want, or you can force it on if you want. But that's the spawn point right there. That's spawn. So, here we go. We're going to walk out here because I feel like it. So, originally, the hills used to be like this all around the racetrack. Well, I did some tweaking, and as you can see, the hills way back there are now flat. They're smooth. So I tweaked that myself. Like I said, we've got the cars back. I'm still happy that my cars are here. I'm still fucking happy. I still have to tweak them though. They're slow for RPMs. They're slow to drive. Brakes are still weird. Like, there was updates to the system, and trying to get them to work has been a pain in the ass. So we have our yellow one, our red, our green, our blue, and my personal favorite that I've customized myself, the cop car. And yes, the light bar works. A friend of mine named Alizu helped me. Come on. Boom. So there's the light sequence. I'm actually in the process of trying to figure out animations myself to do a different one, but still, big thanks to him. And then, of course, watch your ears. Yes, she got the siren too. And, of course, the push rail. Now, for those who remember, I built a club. And it was the original thing in the world. This used to be the entire world was this club. Well, let me put it to you this way. It's grown a bit. First off, you see we got an open sign that blinks. We've got how to drive a car and, the controls for driving cars. We've also got an imposter. Hey, techie. Wait. Nah, bullshit. That's part of this thing. You can actually switch to different views. You can actually watch the cars drive from here. Now, for some reason, the radio functionality between the cars is kind of fucked, but I mean, it's a work in progress. And then sparkly entrance. But, we also have entrance controls. So basically, if you're someone who might suffer from a little bit of epilepsy or something, you don't have, there's lights in the club. You can turn those off right here. And I quote, if the thing isn't coming through right. Don't like flashing lights? Lights lagging you? Toggle off the dance lights and the lighted dance floor. There's also volume adjustment. So, you can turn the dance floor off, it turns into a wooden floor. Or you can turn the dance lights off as well if you want. There's also volume control before you walk through the door. And that leads us to our next bit. The door. This is sound separated. So basically, we can't hear any of the music coming from in there or anybody talking in there. Same as nobody could hear talking out here. It's complete voice separated. Now, I want to give a big shout out to Rika. Yes, Rika, you get a shout out for this. These lounge setups right here. This was basically Rika's idea. Originally, I had booth setups that were basically, it was kind of like, I guess you could say like a Chuck E. Cheese, where it was a table in the middle and a booth on each side. And Rika and a few other people, but specifically Rika, had mentioned it would be nice for a place just to lounge. And so I'm like, you know what? That's actually a good idea. So in like 20 minutes, after I logged out, I took 20 minutes and I built these. It's a U-shaped couch with a screen and a table. And there's 4 of them in this section, 4 on the other side of the club. All hail the Finnick. Yes. Yes, all hail the Finnick. But yes, you can see there's 4 here. And then way up the other end there's 4 over there as well. And then the arcade section actually exists. I don't remember. I think the last time I did anything in here, it used to be all bowling lanes here. Well, not everybody's going to play bowling at the same time. And these support, I think, like 6 to 8 players at once on each lane. So I just put 2 bowling lanes there. And in the open spot, I put the arcade. Every game in here works. Some are just single player or local, so other people can't see the game play. But stuff like the melon game, the helicopter game, beer pong, basically the only games that are solo that you don't see other people play are just these 5 cabinets here. That's about it. Oh, and yes, before I forget, big shout out to a friend of ours who decided to put my face on my carpet. An old friend of ours named Sin, I wanted a retro style carpet, and I was asking for help finding one. She looked through like 5 different ones. She's like, I don't like any of those. Fuck it. I'm making it myself. That was her. She made that. So a big thanks to her for, doing that. So we've got our traditional, pool table, the, punching game. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Let's do it with the bad hand. $368, not bad. So we've got our axe throwing. We've got basketball shooter. Pinball. If you remember Space Cadet Pinball from Windows XP, you'll remember this. Somebody actually made it into a playable pinball machine. And then we've got our skee ball, of course. And then one thing that people haven't really seen much of yet. I changed up the club a bit. I actually lifted the roof, and now there's a different dance floor and all new rigging aesthetics. And yes, you can walk on them. And actually, another thing you can do, which I know people kind of love doing. Ready? You can climb these bitches. Yep. Oh, I've lost my chat window in my headset. Give me a second here. Oh, I wonder. Yeah, I have lost my chat window somehow. Oh boy. Fucking technical difficulties. This is not good. Yeah, I don't know where my chat window went. I can't see chat right now. This is not good. I don't even. Oh, there it is. It's way back there. Okay. How do I get it to come closer? Oh. There we go. There you go. I did it. I did the thing. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, good. Now I'm not going to fuck it up. Okay. Sorry about that. But yes, so new dance floor, new light rigging. Like if music was to be playing right now, the lights would be going like nuts. We also got, well, we got all the props. I need to still make the saxophone. Also, we got our karaoke list, which at the current time of filming here, 1,661 songs. Yes. Now, I have raised the roof in this place, which means there was space to put a lounge area. Well, a perch, if you will. So, and this perch also has a local TV. That way, you don't have to look down. Let's see. Jump across here. Yeah, like I said, everything is like walkable. And yes, even the disco ball. I had so many people complain about that. So yes, the disco ball is climbable. And then, well, as tradition goes, we also got the food. Yes, I'm gonna like break the laws of physics and pull it through the glass. I don't care. But yes. Croissant? Yes. Croissant. So there's that. And then let's go to the latest, which is the bingo hall. Pretty standard looking bingo hall, though, I gotta say. We've got chairs on both sides. We've got, you know. This is just example patterns. The game itself is stupid. It doesn't know what patterns you want to do. I just put them up so people didn't know, like, didn't get confused. And it's a pretty fun game. Like, you just grab the box right here, and you go, boom. Of course, I get the pink bingo card, don't I? And then if you want to clean it up, boom. So, pretty simple bingo game. You mark where you are, or what spots you have. If you don't, if you don't have the numbers, like if they aren't called, you cannot click them. So it's like an anti-cheat thing. However, this is the fun part that people will probably enjoy. How do you get a number? Now it goes according to my viewpoint, so I look at it. But yes, I put this one down here so we can see. So it's N33. Of course, that's not a number I have. Why would it be? So G55. Boom. See? Simple. And then if you just hit reset, it resets everything, even the cards. But yes, so other than those updates, really nothing much else has been going on. Like I said, just more so mental things. Like, you know what? We're going to go to a certain spot here. Because this is a good place. This is a good place to talk. Okay. Okay. I should have brought my camera with me. Oh boy. Okay. Sit, you bastard. So. Here we go. There. So. Alright. So. Basically, like I've been saying, life is just kind of been running into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. A lot of behind the scenes just been kind of weighing on my mind. Like, friends try to help, but I feel like I'm constantly bothering them. Like, I want to show people my achievements or things that I've figured out. And it just... a lot of times I feel like I'm just bugging people. Because, I mean, I'll want to do certain things or I'll want to hang out and that, and they'll just feel like, you know, they've been busy doing other things. And so I just... like I said, I just... kind of put myself in the shadows. Maybe one day this will pick up back to a regular thing again. I don't know. I really don't. But I wanted to give a little bit of an update, you know, so that people know kind of Even though it's a bit vague, at least people know somewhat of what's going on. But, yeah. I know this isn't exactly a long stream, but I don't know if you want to call it, wanted to vent my laundry, so to speak. But I just, like I said, I've been feeling like a burden to everybody lately, and I guess sometimes you gotta vent. And I am sorry to anybody I've annoyed. I don't mean to. Yeah. Well, I know it's maybe been an hour. Can't keep it. I know. Like, a lot of times, like, I'll want to, like, do certain worlds, but, like, most of the time others are, like, tired from work and whatnot, which I get. I work too. I get tired. I don't know, it's hard to explain. You know how you feel mentally, but it's hard to explain that to someone else, because no two people can ever understand 100% the feelings of another person, if that makes any sense. You can try vocalizing it, but as a person, you will feel what you feel inside. And there's no way to fully explain that to anybody. It's pretty bad. I've gone back and forth from, like, crappy sob crap to, like, touring things on my world, back to sobby crap. Thank you, Porsche. I'll say this, people say money can't buy happiness, but it can sure as the fuck solve a lot of fucking things. Like, one thing I will say right now is that a month ago, give or take, we had a plumbing issue, and my dad and I, we tried getting it fixed. We couldn't. Finally, we did have to get a plumber in. Like, we contacted the owner of the house, and the owner came over when the plumber was doing the thing, and the owner proceeded to tell us that he's planning on selling the house. And he, and I quote, has to look out for himself. As far as I'm aware, this is not the only house he owns. He owns others. He, like, owns an electric car. Like, when we moved in, he wanted long-term tenants, which is what we want to be. Well, I mean, admittedly, we'd love to own a house, but, that's, just, that's gone. We can't save up. We're literally living paycheck to paycheck. It sucks. My parents have credit card debt that I don't know the total. Like, I have no idea. They're my fucking, they're my reason that I'm never going to get a credit card. They are my just don't do it example. Anyways, so we don't know when he's putting it up for sale. We don't know how much, and we don't know if the place will sell. I mean, it might because of developers in the area. However, from what we've been told, our house is, like, eventually, it's just slated to be demolished and turned into green space. It's not even going to be a household anymore. And, like, rents are fucking skyrocketing for what we need. Like, I know we're kind of like hoarders. I'll fully admit that. I mean, I've tried narrowing down my shit, but I mean, I've got technically 4 cars of my own, plus my late girlfriend's Jeep that I don't want to get rid of. I mean, her son already fucking sold her other car that she drove. And like, none of us were given a heads up on that. He just sold it for $200. We're all fucking irritated at that, but that's a different story. But yeah, we've got that to worry about and other shit, and it just... Basically, we're gonna do like Majora's Mask and just put a mask on, right? Bad times are getting a lot of beans. Oh, I know. I know. I mean, like, Porsche has had, his share of bullshit. Fucking Axe, you've had your share of bullshit. Rika, you've had your share of bullshit. Techie, like, Landon, Foxo, so many people. Fucking my buddy Reggie is... It's like you try to be happy and life says, oh, that's a smile on your face? Hold on while I grab 2 hooks and pull your face down. Then, of course, just emotional shit, too. We all going through it. I mean, fuck. I still have moments from when she died, Like, let me give a... Yeah, but one upside, you got friends and it can... Yeah, I know. That's one thing. Is, yeah, I do have a community, and honestly, I haven't been doing much with it, and I feel bad. I've been putting a lot of shit to the side. I haven't been able to figure out what to fucking do. Like, I'd love to have, like, weekly events or something, but, like, other communities I'm part of have weekly events, and I don't want to be stepping on them. I don't want to be pushing their shit aside or competing with them. I care about the communities that I'm part of, not just my own. But, like, let me rewind here for a moment. Earlier, I had said I got my Class 3 license, which is a commercial license. It lets me drive anything with multiple axles in the back end. Well, I went through a training school, and it was actually the company I work for paid for it. $2,000. They paid for the course for me. I just had to, pay for the license itself and the tests. That's fine. Well, a week before my test, the truck I was learning on was a rig without a trailer. So just a truck part, but it was one that has what's called a sleeper on it. That extra bit with, like, the bed in the back for, like, long haul driving. Has an idea. We'll share later once it's... All right. So anyways, so I was training on this truck and just trying to memorize things because you have to do what's called a pre-trip on a truck, not just the driving. And you're tested on this too. So I had it in my mind, trying to remember and remember and remember. And I remember one day I was driving at work and I pictured this, like, I pictured being in the driver's seat of that truck, my instructor in the passenger seat, and out of nowhere, I pictured my late girlfriend sitting on the sleeper in the back, watching me drive with a big smile on her face. And I broke. I fucking started bawling my eyes out. And I have moments like that where it'll either be a memory pop up or just picturing something that, you know, she might have, you know, it's an experience I can't share with her now because she's gone. Like, she's never going to get to go into a big truck with me. I only got to have that experience once with her, with the little truck I drove. She actually came to work with me one Saturday because I had to do like an emergency run on a Saturday. And she actually helped me. She actually sat in the truck with me and managed to fight her fear from our car accident that had her afraid of sitting in the passenger seat with me. She actually fought with that. And we worked together. I mean, fuck, we had Arby's for lunch. And I remember, you know, her daughter Charlotte, you know, my older daughter, she's so pissed at us. She was so pissed at us that we had the balls to have Arby's without her. She's like, oh, you had Arby's without me? Oh my God. Like, it was funny. But, like, she's never going to be able to be in the big truck with me because she's gone. It's been just over 2 years now. And, like, I was talking with my instructors, you know, about that too. That, you know, I wish she would have been here. And I remember one of them had said, you know, he feels bad for the next girl that I date because she's going to have, you know, a very, I don't want to say high standard, how he put it, but like a very tall order to fill. Like, because I mean, a breakup's one thing, but a death is completely different because it's not something you guys planned. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I'll ever date again. I mean, I do. I'm a guy. I'm a straight guy. Yes, I have needs. No, haven't done it since she died. And I don't know if I could ever, you know, commit to an actual relationship. And at the same point, is that fair to anybody? Because yes, I'm flawed. I get attached to people really easily. And I do develop crushes easily, and it's fucking crushed me as well. I fucking hate it. I try not to, but it... Eventually, I just end up thinking to myself, you know, why? But anyways, enough of me blabbering and bullshitting and bringing you all down. I just, like I said at the start, I just wanted to kind of give a heads up as to, you know, where I've been, what's been going on, what I've been doing. I mean, you see, I've got a fucking suit on. I actually did some avatar work myself. Same with the glasses. I figured shit out. But I mean, I'm still working on my world. Slowly. And just trying to figure shit out. All while just staying among the land of the living, you know? Staying on this side of the dirt. I mean, fuck. I helped a buddy of mine. He got in some VR trackers, and he couldn't get them working. And all I had to do... Don't worry, the WTF crew we'll see. We'll see, X. Interesting. But anyways, if he keeps up, I'll let that slide once. But anyways, like, I've been doing world work, Abby work. But yeah, as I was saying, like, my buddy couldn't get the trackers working. It just turned out to be an IP address issue. He was so excited and willing to toss me, like, he was willing to toss me some cash for helping him. I'm not going to say the amount. It was not a 4-digit number by any means. I'm just telling you that right now. But to me, I didn't need any money. I've been telling him, no, I don't need the money. It was just 2 digits. It was just 2 numbers that I helped you with. That's it. But he was so thrilled. And this guy works his ass off. And has, like, dealt with shit. But, like... yeah. I just been trying to survive and trying to figure out if I'm gonna come back to streaming or whatnot. I mean, I would like to, but at the same point, I think I'm also dealing with what was called, like, imposter syndrome or whatever. I mean, so many other people do VR chat streams. Or Rock Band streams. I mean, Rock Band ones are fucking hell because, oh my god, I'm playing a music game that the base of the game is for music. Oh my god. I'm gonna ruin the fucking industry just by playing a game with music. Not gonna lie, I've also had that issue with, like, karaoke as well. Like, I've done VR chat karaoke streams, and admittedly... Plus, you squished 2 foot... Shut the fuck up. I didn't squish them, they blew up themselves. Anyways. But, yeah. It's also just kind of figuring out what to do as well. Because, like I said, like, so many people have been busy doing other shit. Or, you know, hanging with other groups or whatever. Which I'm not gonna, you know, oh, you're hanging with another group? What the fuck? No. You know, everybody's their own person. They're entitled to hang with who they want. Do what they want. You know, who am I to say what they can do, right? But, I mean, at the same time, I just... Hey, you were rocking hella hard. It was... Okay, if you want anyone to blame whatsoever, yes, you can blame me, but also blame frickin' Hedgie. He's the one that said through the fire and flames, and that's when it blew. Anyways, but yeah, just mostly kind of floating from group to group to group to group. Just kind of figuring out what to do. But yeah. On that note, I think I'm going to call it there. Because this will probably get pathetic and sad really quick if I keep up. But that's basically the life update, the world update, that sort of thing. Just need a raid target. Nah. It's all good. On that note, everybody, y'all have a good night. And I don't know when the next one's going to be. But I'll see you then. Good night, everybody.